Welcome to the Crack of Dawn. I'm Dawn Lombardi, and we're doing episode number 2 at the Hillstead Museum here with Christina Perbeck.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, she lives right here. We're right at her property. It's amazing. And we're just talking about cooking. She's going to do a cooking show soon. We're very excited because some of the cooking... You know who I like? Rachel Ray.
Yes.
She looks like... Well, she never did because she had camera people and she had makeup people, but she literally looks like she rolled out of bed, and I love that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. She'll turn around to grab the salt shaker and it's like a knot in the back of her hair.
Sure.
Like she doesn't care.
Oh.
And then her husband's like mixing drinks. Like it's so
Oh, yeah,
funny.
it
It's kind of like
just,
annoying
yeah.
when everybody looks great. So it's kind of raining a bit. We might have to stop, but we're going to try to go into this and finish it. And if we can get Joe under this thing, we'll try.
Okay.
We might want to, yeah, he might have to prop in here with us. But I don't have anything that'll get ruined. Yeah, we're going to try to do this quick and easy. Hopefully we can get through it. We didn't get any rain in the... Oh, and here comes Brooklyn. So you do have animals on the property of your own?
Chickens. Yeah, we
You
have
have chickens?
6 chickens.
Do you have a rooster?
No, no rooster.
No rooster.
No, because I hear they can be mean and nasty. So.
And yeah, they can be. And can the hen lay eggs without a rooster?
Yes, it can. Yes, it's
Even if they don't have relations?
Yeah, right.
Really?
Right. So who's this?
Iris.
This is Iris, and this is Brooklyn. Isn't it
Brooklyn.
great? And Iris is what kind of hen?
She's an astroloth.
She's gigantic.
Yeah.
Does she weigh a lot, Brooke? Not really?
6 pounds.
She's 6 pounds? I can't believe it. And they live in the house behind you?
Yeah.
Don't you love them? And she's your, no, Rosie's your favorite, but this one's your second favorite maybe? Look at how big she is. I can't even believe
They're
it.
super friendly.
And she doesn't have fur on her feet like the other ones do,
No,
right?
no.
And how little was she when, like this little when you got her? Little
Yeah,
teeny?
just a baby chick. Yeah.
And did they live in a box?
They lived in, yeah, actually.
They lived in a little box?
Yep, they did.
Did they come in the mail?
Nope, we bought them at Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply right here in Plainville or Farm? I think it's in Farmington.
Farmington.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So we were just talking about you having animals on the property. We've moved inside, so we're kind of underneath this little... We were out here, you can see. Joe's cameraman, he's showing us. Thank you, Joe, so much for being my cameraman. And yeah, we've moved inside, so now we're on another area of her property, but we're still outside, which is great. What do they
Right,
call
right.
this? Like a lanai?
Like a porch.
Like a porch, yep. And you spend a lot of time right here at night?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
they've got a little fire pit and everything.
Yeah.
I love that. Actually, Heather gave me my fire pit. She was throwing it out. She's like, I'm throwing this out and putting it on the side of the road. And I went by and I got it. So thank you, Heather, for my fire pit. So we're on here right now. And the only thing we're missing is our houses. And I've got red ones and white ones. And then the trees are very folk. So we're going to finish up. And this will be our second episode. And we're just going to keep talking. Brooklyn keeps going out back. You can see the chickens have their own house. It's crazy because I could live there. I could. Joe was like, I could live there. I could live there.
Right.
Yeah, I could totally live there. Yeah, Small is in. Have you noticed? Mm-hmm. And then Brooke has another chicken with us right now. I think it's Lily or Daisy.
It's Rosie.
Oh, it's Rosie?
Yeah, that's
And now
Rosie.
what kind is she? She's got
She's a
different
Brahma.
feet.
Brahma.
A Brahma?
They're
She's
very,
very
large.
fancy.
Yes.
I think, Joe, you've seen those at the fairs,
Yep,
right?
I've seen those.
Yeah.
You've won lots of Joe's won lots of first prizes for lots of them, right, Joe?
Yep, lots of them.
Yeah, I
Show
remember
feet.
the mud ladies. What are they called? Ladies that jump around in mud. I don't know what they're called. It's so fun. So another thing, I don't go to church. I used to, but I'm a very faithful person. Thanks, Brooklyn. Then she's gonna go get another one. I love it. Don't you just love it? I love it. So, yeah, people don't know this about me because I've gone, I didn't go to church growing up. My dad would take us on like Easter and Christmas and that was it because he was an altar boy. And I don't know, I think people get sick of it. Now, did you go to church as a child?
Yes.
With your parents?
Yes. Every Saturday we went to.
You did?
To St. Dominic's Church in Southington. Went to Saturday Mass.
St. Dominic's has the dome, right? Or no?
No.
No?
No.
Is it a white church?
No.
No? Okay, I don't know where it is. That's where you went? It's still there?
That's where, yeah, that's where I grew up in the church. My parents are very, very religious.
Really?
And so, like, I knew about Jesus and God at a very young age. So that's why my faith is so strong. And I go to a church, Avon Valley Community Baptist Church, and I'm involved in the children's ministry there. So it's really neat working with the kids. I help teach every Sunday.
You really
We have
do?
Classrooms,
Oh my gosh. How many people in the, what do you call it, ministry?
Well-
Oh, we got another chicken. Look at it. It's making noise. It sounds like a guinea pig. Look at, he's so funny. Is he happy when he makes that noise? He is?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all she's. I
She.
forgot.
Yeah,
they're
all
she's.
females.
Yeah. I don't think the animal's transgender. Mm-mm. No. So now the kids go to church with you, right?
Yes.
And Dave,
Yes.
my husband, works here at the Hillstead. So fun. Here's what I do. I take a green and I just add white, and I just do another kind of, so it looks like another kind of, you don't have to, but that's what the picture says.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm kind of just making another little thing to put my houses. Now, folk artists wouldn't do this really, but I saw it in the one I was doing, so I'm doing it. Yeah. And you can always go back and go over it. You know, if you don't like it, you go back, mix it up.
Kind of show what mine's starting
Yep.
to look like.
See, and
That's
both of
just
us
a
are
little-
different. It's just
yeah.
like when you go to.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to paint night where all your friends go? You pay like $30 and
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
paints the
Yeah.
same
Right.
thing.
Right.
Yeah, they all look
A
different.
little different.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, and then when this dries, we don't even have to wait for it to dry. But how about your husband Dave? Was he brought up in the church? Not so much. Maybe more like me. Not
More
so
like
much.
you.
More
Yeah,
like me.
Probably more like
Yeah,
you.
so I'm very, very faithful. So on Nutmeg TV, I don't know if you've seen Father Nadolny. Hi, Father. I love him. And then Father John Gatzak is
Yeah.
my favorite radio station. Is
Well,
88.9.
yes, I love it. I listen
I
to that.
love it.
I do. It's
I
great.
love it. And then
John's voice is so soothing. It's just like, yeah.
Isn't he great?
It's like you just feel God through him. Like
I
he's so
love
calming
him.
and
Do you listen to that show, Joe?
No.
No, it's 88.9 FM radio, and there's no commercials. So when
Right.
they have their annual donations, again, if you've got extra money to spare and you don't mind giving them $100 or $200, I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't have a lot of money, but I should look into that because it's a great radio station and it's my absolute favorite. And there's no mumbo jumbo in there. It's like Billy Joel, Paul Simon.
right.
They'll do some, just all sorts of great things. You can always go back and fix these things, but I'm going to go in as soon as you're ready. And she doesn't have to be ready. We've got this huge packet of, I think she's going to get another chicken. I love it. I just love this because I grew up with chickens. I think she is getting one. I love it. They all, oh, yep. And so we're on this Hillstead property right now. It kind of reminds me of what we're painting, except we're going to make more realistic houses, like smaller ones. Yeah, beautiful. You get more people on the weekends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
They love to safely social distance and walk here, picnic. They'll bring their coolers and their chairs and just kind of hang out. And there are house tours. There's just a minimal fee to tour the house. It's a 55-minute guided tour at the Hillstead, and everything's true to its era. Nothing has been moved or changed. It's like walking into a time warp of 1901.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Everything's the same, and they have special lighting and special blinds, so light doesn't come in to fade things. There's curators here to be sure that happens. So it's just, you guys should come visit the Hillstead Museum, do a tour, come hike
And
the
you
trails,
can be a member,
bring a
right?
picnic. You can become a member. Yeah, I think it's like $50 for the year. So they have members. Special events. So as a member, they'll have like front lawn
Dinner on
games
the hill.
and dinner on the hill, or anything like that. Special poetry festivals outdoors. Yeah, so come check us out at the Hillstead Museum. I know you'll love it.
35 Mountain Road in
Yes.
Farmington.
Yes.
And you go by Christina's house, which is on the, what was that road?
This is,
Farmington,
Route 4.
6, Route 4. But you can't enter that way. So she's pretty private out here. You have to go off of Mountain Road, and you'll see the entrance on the left. It'll say 35 Mountain Road. You go right in. It's absolutely beautiful. Open to
Oh.
the public, even if you're not a member, right?
Yes. The only time you have to pay is if you want to do a tour. Otherwise, like I said, you could just bring your folding chairs. There's picnic tables here. Also, there's a beautiful sunken garden.
They have the poetry slam there.
Yeah. They have
Not
a
just
poetry-
that, though. More
yeah.
things.
Oh, there's all kinds of weddings and functions here. It's just a beautiful place. There's a lot of weddings. It's very magical, romantic, kind of enchanting, I guess you can say.
There's a wedding going on right now, or they're
Yes,
setting up
there
one.
is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's one yesterday, one today.
And I said, what is it, like $100,000 for a wedding? She says, no. You have to use their caterers.
Yeah, use your own caterer, your own 10 people, and it's just a fee to use our
Beautiful.
property.
How
Yeah.
many do you have a year?
There-
Depends.
There
Right
was
now.
a lot, but because of COVID, there's a lot of cancellations, so there hasn't been that many.
So we're going to go into our houses. I was debating whether or not to do the white part first, but I'm going to do the roof. The roof is called it's a trapezoid. I'll show you. It's just it's a rectangle but turned. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna put one. You can use a smaller brush. You might, as you know, unless you're really used to painting. I'm gonna use a smaller brush on this one, but you don't have to. So I'm gonna make a trapezoid. Now, things that are going into the background, Brooke, did your art teacher teach you this? Things that are going into the background are smaller or larger? Smaller. She knows. See, that's Farmington education for you. Yeah, things that are going into the background are smaller. So if you're gonna make a house in front, I'm gonna make a trapezoid. All it is a line like this, and then a line like this, and these two lines on the side, they just have to match. Yeah, that's it. It's a trapezoid. Well, basically. So, whoopsie. Yeah, and if you mess it up, guess what? You take your green and you go over it. And I'm just making that. Okay? And that's as long as these two lines are going the same way. So meaning they'll never cross. Right, if they keep going. I think it means perpendicular. I don't even know. If I'm making one over here, I'm just going to make it smaller because it's farther away. Even if you mess it up, it doesn't matter. It's going to look so great once we're done. And then we're going to put these little windows in, and we're going to put these little trees around. And it's a lot of fun. And you can do one. I saw this in, what, do you like reading magazines like I do?
Love it.
Same with me. I love magazines. I
Yes.
love, well, I read People magazine on my phone. But when I'm doing decorating or I'm trying to look at things, I like to have the actual magazine. And our very own Mallory Abreu lives here. Now she's moved. She works for Better Homes and Gardens. Yes, I think she's the senior editor. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Hi, Mallory. And they all came. They got me the Inside Edition. So, was watching my show. Remember that, Joe, when they were sending me stuff? So yeah, we had Inside Edition watching the crack of dawn. Mallory came over shortly after there. So it's fun having different people on, and I really think that if Christina does have a cooking show, if it's anything like Rachel Ray, because I don't like people that are fake, and I also don't like I kind of like Gordon Ramsay. I know he swears and he gets mad, but we think he's hilarious, and he's kind of mean, yeah.
He is mean.
He's mean, yeah. But someone said this is not about, if you do good food, you have to be mean. So we're doing the houses, and we're doing, again, if you're doing a house, it can go into the sky. All it means, it just has to be on the land. So you can go into your sky. It just means your house is on the top of the hill here. Of course, it should be smaller than this one, but I messed up. I didn't do it. But I don't care because, it's a painting. Nobody's going to fire you over your painting. And maybe I'll put one over here. You can put a few. Just doing the trapezoids. This one's going to be bigger. And it can go off the page. Whoops, I messed up. See? No big deal. Just fix it. This is folk art, Grandma Moses, that kind of era. Now, did Theodate Pope live long?
I forgot what age she was, and it
Did
was
they have
younger.
kids?
It was younger. They had foster children.
Oh,
They
they
had foster-
did?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I love that.
yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, we were just talking about faith and church and stuff, and so yeah, my husband knows the Bible by the back, front and back, easy. So I think that's why he's not interested anymore. But we're very faithful people.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then yeah, we've got Brooke here with us. We love her. Her name's Brooklyn. Isn't that cool? And it has an E in it. I almost named my daughter Brooke.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was one of
yeah.
the top names. Yeah, and then I don't know what I picked Natalie. We just didn't want anything weird. Too weird anyway. So again, we'll do the trees last. And we have just enough time. We probably have 15 minutes left, maybe 12. It goes by so fast. I love it. And, looking around here, it's just gorgeous. It's like, it's prime foliage, right? Do you have your camera in your car, Joe?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Yeah, so Joe, our cameraman, he's actually a professional photographer and has won many contests. So I'm sure on his way out of here, he's going to snap a few shots. Absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's see, trees. Trees are just a stick. We'll do the house next. Yeah, you don't have to have 3, 4. We can make some of these houses white. We can make some of them red. Usually historic colors are, have you ever noticed Main Street in Farmington?
Yes.
You can't paint your house rainbow colors. No.
No.
My parents live in the historical section of Northampton, Mass, where I think you can do rainbow there. But normally historic places like this have to be a certain red, a certain white.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can go with an off-white, but you can't go purple, blue,
No,
crazy.
right,
you can't be
right.
crazy. You got to kind of keep it to the times. So it's fun. So when you clean your brush this time, again, my water's pretty dirty, but I don't mind. I'm going to go in now, and you can have 3. 3's perfect because we're going to do trees next. And we're going to go white. And again, we have a lot of paint on our palette. I've just got a paper plate here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go straight down. and straight down here. It might go into your green, but that's okay because my green was wet. That's what happens. So I can keep washing my brush. Yep. Doesn't have to be perfectly white. And you know, you might let it dry and go back and fix the white later. You can wait because we're doing this all with one. So while this one's drying, and then I'm going to do this too, I'm also going to do this, and I'm just going to make a triangle like that.
Oh.
A triangle. So you go from your roof in a triangle and then just straight down. Yeah. And if you don't do it right, don't worry. Look at Dave just pulled in the husband. He looks like a bodybuilder, doesn't he? He's pretty fit.
Yeah, he's pretty fit.
He's pretty fit.
He has a good diet.
That's because you cook for him? If you didn't cook from him, would he be at the Wendy's drive-thru?
I don't think so. He doesn't
don't?
really like that kind of food.
He
Like,
doesn't?
He loves salads. And
He does?
He makes his own lunches of salads and protein, and he lost 15 pounds. He was having a physical recently, and he did it through carb cutting.
And you do all the menu for him?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do.
Again, on the-
Meal prep and
Again, on the top, you just do a triangle
I see.
and then
Okay.
pull it straight down. It makes it look like, you know, real. And if it were not folk art, you would do one side would be gray and the other would be white because it's shining light. But folk art, we don't do light at all. We do Grandma Moses. It's easy. So you do it on every one of your houses. You go straight over. It doesn't matter how big it is. This is pretty much the house that Christina lives in right here. And we can do one of them red, like a barn. And again, if you don't know how to do the other part, you just go a triangle and then down.
I see.
And that's it. Yeah. And you don't have to make anything going into the background. I love your dad's car. What kind is it again? It's fancy.
Dodge Durango.
A Dodge Durango. It's not a truck, it's an SUV.
Yes.
Is it big?
Yeah, it's third row
I love the
seating.
color. It's
Yeah.
kind of that matte color now. I
Yeah.
love that. It's very in.
Yeah.
So again, I'm gonna make one of these red, but I don't know which one. So one of Christina's daughters just got the artistic, what do you call it?
Like a drive.
A
She
drive.
sees
She
us.
saw us out here and she's like, Dad, take me to the art store. So they just went to like Michael's or
Yeah,
something.
they did.
It's so funny. And Michael's is far now because I used to go to AC Moore. I loved it there.
Oh yes.
Now
Yeah.
it closed
yeah,
in Plainville.
Right.
So we're finishing up here, but we're also going to learn how to do a Chinese dish. And when she has her own cooking show, I can't wait because it's stuff like that where I'm like, all right, I'll buy all this Asian stuff in the Asian section, which is probably not allowed anymore because you can't have those things anymore. Everybody has to be the same. So we're going to do some trees, and then she's going to tell me how to make a simple Asian dish. You can make trees whatever color. The ones I have in this picture are kind of yellowish, but you can make them green. It's fall right now, so let's go ahead and do some fall colors. Red and yellow make orange, and you can use mine over here if you run out, and you can mix it all right here. So red and yellow makes orange. You probably learned that in school, right? Did she teach you all the colors? And do you have Mrs. Who is your art teacher? We had Susie, what the heck was her name? Susie Mazzy or something. I loved her. You forget, right? So we're going to do some fall
Oh,
leaves.
Miss Lantang.
Miss Lantang? It's so fun. Is she wacky? Fun? Fun, right? Does she have pink hair and tattoos everywhere?
No.
No. Okay, most of them do. I don't. Yeah, I don't. So we're going to do fall colors. I mean, you just pop it around over that little that Chinese snowman stick there we got. And then, yeah, do you ever cook Chinese here? Like, just try it every now and
Oh
then?
yeah, I love like fried rice, lo mein.
You know how to make it?
So the lo mein, there's a great Asian store. It's a Chinese store in Elmwood, down the road.
In West Hartford?
A-Dong. It's called A-Dong.
It is?
And it's all Chinese. So like some of the packaging, like I know what vermicelli noodles are or lo mein noodles, but it's all written in Chinese. But they have.
So you know them by looking at them?
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
really
fun.
cool. So, but if I do lo mein, I usually like to get the bok choy. I'll do mushrooms, sugar snap peas, chicken, and then I'll add that into like a teriyaki sauce with a little sesame seed oil. It's a lot healthier than like ordering out. But you can add any kind of veggies. And I love bok choy, and they have baby bok choy always over there. That's hard to find, but over at A-Dong.
A-Dong in
A-Dong
Elmwood?
In Elmwood, yeah. It's a specialty
That's
store.
so cool.
It's really busy on a Saturday. They have Peking ducks hanging up
They do?
They roasted them. They have them hanging up. And if you want some fresh fish, there's actually fish swimming.
In the back.
You can pick the fish you want, and they'll cut it for you right there.
That's
like,
so
live
cool.
Fish, it's so fresh. It's the coolest market ever.
So you don't usually go to Stop and Shop or ShopRite if you're doing
If
a
I'm
Chinese
doing
meal.
Chinese, I go to Adam.
Okay, we're going to 8 on. And then, I love it. And so, they have actual fish in the back swimming around. Yeah.
They're in a tank. You can see them right there. You can
Do
see
they
them.
eat a lot of meat or more fish? with the
No,
Chinese?
they do. They eat meat. They eat a lot
Pork,
of pork.
a lot of pork. Yeah.
A lot of pork.
Do you need a fancy wok or something if you're cooking that rice? Do you do a rice cooker or something? Or?
Nope, I
No,
just use
no.
a regular pan.
Really? A regular frying pan?
Yep.
Now we're doing fall leaves. You know, you can mix yours up. And you know, you don't even have to know how to draw a tree. You just draw a few sticks like this. And then you just throw in, if you want a lighter yellow, just add white to your yellow. And that's going to make it a lighter yellow. So if you want to put that in, you can. And then, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Thanksgiving. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Probably not much. You can have a little family over?
Yeah, but I have a best friend who lost her husband, and she, you know, never had kids or anything, so
she'll
I
come
don't want
over?
her. Yeah, I don't want her being alone on the
Alone.
holidays. And then like maybe my mom would see my brother, and then come here.
Oh, that's fun. And you obviously probably cook the whole meal.
Oh, you should see my Thanksgiving table. It's gourmet. My brother came one year, and he couldn't believe
You couldn't?
everything from scratch. Yeah.
Everything, yeah.
Everything from scratch.
And then do you put those little paper things that look like a chef hat on top of the turkey thing?
I don't know.
don't do that?
I don't do that. No.
Do you
But
get the turkey from a farm?
No.
No?
I usually just get it at the grocery store.
Yep.
Sorry, this is where we live on a main ambulance hospital route.
Oh, it is a hospital route?
Yukon
Oh,
hospital
yeah.
route here.
How many times a day do you hear that?
It's all day.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I never thought about that. Did you, Joe? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. What about,
that's great noise in the background.
Yeah.
it keeps people away. What about 747? Is it an airline thing towards Bradley? Do you get a lot of those coming over? The big, huge planes?
Not
and
so
jets?
much here, no.
What about the
actually.
Robertson, the small airplanes?
No, not too much.
So it's just the sirens? Wow.
the sirens. Yeah.
And then
That's
doesn't
enough.
your husband? Does it? Yeah, it's loud. Doesn't your husband do fire or police or something
He's
like
a
that?
volunteer fireman since 1990.
He is.
Mhm. It's a paid volunteer department, so he'll get a few bucks for going to a call. So.
Has he ever been to some scary ones? Like,
Well, yeah, there's a house fire on Main Street. It was a couple of years ago. Remember that big colonial that burned down?
oh, yeah, it's for sale now.
Yeah, it's for sale now.
That
So
was scary.
Yeah, that
Nobody died,
Nobody
right?
died. Yeah, they were away.
They were away
It
on
was
vacation. I heard. Yeah.
What caused the fire was a bad outlet from where the
Seriously?
refrigerator. Yeah, it was from the refrigerator. Yeah, so
It
they were
really
away on
was?
vacation, and they had a house sitter, but
And
No,
what
it was-
happened? It just ignited on
it
its
just
own?
ignited. Yeah, it just.
That's so scary. So we're doing fall. That looks great. We're doing fall colors. Brooke's doing her own thing over here. She's having a ball. Yeah. And everybody gets nervous about this acrylic paint. Oh my gosh, it's going to get on the... I'm just doing fall colors. Now, if you want some leaves on the ground, you just throw them on the ground. Make sure they line up with the tree. You know, of course, this tree has yellow leaves, so there shouldn't be red leaves on the bottom. Just throw them around like that. You can add some in here. It's fall. I mean, it's the height of the season right now. We've had a really good, colorful, get a lot of probably people. If you want to come to the Hillstead, that's where we are. So, I mean, it's gorgeous. The
Yeah, you
colors
can
are
bring an
unbelievable.
easel and just paint at your leisure.
You can bring a picnic and no one's going to kick you out.
No, you can bring a picnic. The property's open from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. We try to
Close the gates.
discourage people from loitering because it could get busy, you know. 'Cause
Now, what if someone were to say, you know what, we're going to go and get married sneaky in the corner with nobody noticing? You catch them, right?
Well, there's security cameras, so
Oh, there are?
yeah. But I don't know.
Pretty high security, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
the security.
Yeah, so this is what she hears every now and then.
Especially in the middle of the night, it wakes
they
you right
do?
up. Yeah, it'll wake you right up. So
Does
there must be
anybody wear earplugs when they're sleeping?
No, but something bad is happening right now. So
It is?
We should probably pray. Like, yeah, but
I do this. Up,
Yeah.
down,
Yeah,
left,
like,
right.
God help whatever's going on right now, because I've
It's
never
not
heard
usually
it.
like
I've never
that?
heard it that
Wow.
bad. So something big has happened.
Does it wake you up, Brooke, when you're sleeping?
Yeah.
She said, yeah. So again, underneath the trees, some of your leaves might be falling. You want to make sure they're matching your regular leaves. And you might be at home saying, you know what, I could do a way better one than them. And go ahead, we don't mind. We don't care. It's so fun.
Well, let's see what you're painting since we haven't seen it in a while.
Oh yeah, let's see Christina's painting.
Get in there.
So again, we're doing a real country look here.
I need more trees.
Yeah, you can do more trees. Again, I'm going to show you how to do a quick tree if you don't know. She said, do I use brown or black? It doesn't matter. Just remember, if it's in the background, it's going to be smaller. And look I just messed up because that one's bigger. But it's okay. Don't worry. This gets rid of stress, for sure. This is a stress releaser. It's almost like if people play music. Do you have a musical family? Anybody?
Well, they in the past they played violin.
Oh, they did. Yeah, that doesn't last too long.
No.
There was one teacher that ruined that for us, but that's okay. I won't mention her. Yeah, so we're going to do these trees. She's going to add some more. When she's done adding her trees, we're going to do windows. And all you do is make sure you have a smaller brush for this, and just make sure they line up. So if you have a window here, you're going to have one there, and you can see some people might be like, oh, that's too many windows, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
Right.
Whatever you want to do. We can always go back. Remember, they're going to be smaller back here. They should just line up. And I have a pretty junky brush. Most of this stuff we're using is from Walmart. But have you ever been to Dick Blick? Blick
Yes.
Art? Yeah, Blick Art is right next to my house. And it's a little bit more expensive, but the people there know what they're doing. I mean, Christmas isn't coming because Halloween is next. But as a matter of fact, do you know anything about Halloween? Are they going to let people go out, Joe?
I heard there's a trick that's supposed to be like people are going to set up like 6 feet of a tube and drop a candy down the tube into a kid's
Oh,
basket
that's crazy.
or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Or leave the candy out, right?
Leave
Joe?
the candy out, yeah.
Yeah,
or leave the candy out. Do your kids love Halloween?
they love it.
I know,
Yeah.
my kids do too.
We're
They've
going
already
to a
got.
Halloween party tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I'm going to be a monarch butterfly. I have this
Oh,
really
I
cool
love
cake.
that.
And so when you open it up, you get the wings, and it's just
It's
we're
like a cake, but when she
Yeah.
opens it, it's
Yeah.
like a butterfly. I
We're
love
gonna be meeting up with some friends outdoors at a brewery, so
Yep.
we have a little Halloween
it. At
party.
the Thomas Hooker Brewery,
No.
they love breweries. Well, Christina not so much, but her husband.
Yes.
He doesn't drink junky beer.
No, not at all.
So he would never have a Bud Light.
No. That's water to him.
Never? Really?
No.
And his favorite is the Hooker
Treehouse.
Treehouse.
Mhm.
That's
Treehouse,
right.
yeah.
And that's here in
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Nope, it's in Massachusetts. 55 minutes.
Where is
Away.
it? Deerfield.
Now it's Chartland, just the exit before Sturbridge. Yeah, it's 55 minutes. So
Okay, so it's almost a half an hour from Boston.
yeah.
Again, if you're doing windows, don't worry if they don't look perfect because you can go back later and fix them. Just like my house really isn't too much. Yeah, and we can use any brushes you want.
That
for
house
mine.
looks just like our house in the front.
This looks just like
That's
Christina's.
exactly
yeah.
what the front of my house looks just like that.
Now
It's so
another
funny.
thing you can do that's kind of fun and very patriotic because Christina
Okay.
and I are both very patriotic.
You got about a minute.
We got a minute for the next episode to be over? All right, here's
All right.
something very patriotic you can do. It's just got to be small. And you know what? You might take some of the paints later and fix this up later.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a flag. Some people put the flag right on the side of the house, I think.
Right.
I'm going to do the flag kind of like coming off up here. So it's going to have, you don't have to do it that way. The flag, I'm just going to make the whole flag white and then put the red stripes and the blue in the second time. But folk art is very patriotic, usually having a flag. Do you fly a flag? I do, but mine keeps blowing away.
Mine is in the front. Yeah.
It is?
Mhm.
On the house or flying off it?
No, it's on a pole. Right
Oh, it
on
is?
that side.
A big flagpole?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine flies off. So here we go. I'm going to put the stripes on the flag. Does not have to have 7 stripes and whatever. It's folk art, again, so it does not have to be perfect.